Hello, my dear students. Myself S. Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Rogini College of Engineering and Technology. I am going to teach the subject Operating System and Cloud Basics. Today, we are going to discuss about the types of operating system. Before seeing the types of operating system, we will see what is operating system first. An operating system acts as an interface between the user and the computer hardware. It provides a bridge that allows user to interact with the computer and its resources without needing to understand the complexity techniques detail of how the hardware works. We will see the types of operating system. There are various types of operating system. The first one is batch operating system. The second one is multitasking. Third one is real-time operating system. And fourth one is distributed operating system. The first one is batch operating system. The user of the batch operating system do not interact with the computer directly. Each user prepare his job on an offline device like punch cards and submit it to the computer operator. To speed up the processing, job will be similar needs are batched together and run as group. See what is the mechanism behind this batch operating system. Here the programmer leave their program with the operators and the operator then sort the program with similar requirements into batches. They are sorted on punch cards which will be submitted to the system for processing. For example, bank statements. We will see the advantage and disadvantage of this batch operating systems. The advantage is, suppose a job takes a very long time, that is one day or more than one day, then such process can be performed even in the absence of humans. The second one is, they do not require any special hardware and system support to input data. The disadvantage is, it is very difficult to debug. The second one is lack of interaction between the user and the operating system. And the third one is the CPU is often idle because the speed of the IO device is slower than that of the CPU. The second one is multitasking. It is otherwise known as time sharing operating system. The time sharing is a technique which enables many people located at various terminals to use a particular component system at the same time. When the processing time is shared among multiple users simultaneously is termed as time sharing. As the name itself suggests, in a time sharing system or multitasking system, multiple jobs can be executed on the system at the same time by sharing the CPU time among them. It is considered to be logical extension of multiple programming because both does simultaneous execution but differ in their primary objective. We will see the mechanism behind this time sharing system. The multiple jobs are executed by the CPU by switching between them, but the switches occur so frequently that the user can receive an immediate response. For example, in a transaction processing, the processor executes each user program in a short burst or quantum of computation. That is, if n users are present, then each user can get a time quantum. When the user submits the command, the response time is very few seconds at most. See the advantage and disadvantage of this multitasking. The advantage is, it provides the advantage of very quick response and it avoids the duplication of software. It reduces the CPU idle time when comparing to the batch system. Disadvantage is the problem of reliability. That is, if any failure occurs, the whole system will be failure. The data communication must be enabled. The data security and integrity is a question mark because data are shared between different users. It is a question mark of the security. The example for multitasking is Unix, Linux, Windows NT Server and Windows 2000 Server. And the third operating system is real-time operating system. Real-time system is defined as a data processing system in which each task has a deadline to complete. A real-time system has well-defined fixed time constraint, otherwise the system will fail. For example, scientific experiment, medical image system, industrial control system, weapon system, robotics, air traffic control system. The time taken by the system to respond to an input and the display of required updated information is termed as response time. In this method, the response time is very less as compared to the online processing. Missing a deadline can cause effect ranging from undesired to disaster. See the advantage and the disadvantage. The advantage is high reliable, efficiency resource management, focus on target application. The disadvantage is complex design and implement, and the cost is the main factor, difficult in debugging and testing. And the last one is distributed operating system. To make it more simple, distributed operating system is a collection of several separate systems which communicates and cooperate with each other
in order to provide the user access to various resources that the system maintains. It may be a LAN or WAN. The distributed system are loosely coupled, that is, the hardware and the software may communicate with each other, but they need to depend upon each other. These are the system in which the data is stored and processed on many machines which are connected by some networks. The data processing jobs are distributed among processing according to the allows for resource sharing and improves fault tolerance, manages a collection of independent computers that work together as a single system. The example for this distributed operating system is Solaris operating system, and we will see the advantage: the better service to the user, reduce load on the host computer, reduce delay in the data processing, and the disadvantages: network security and network complexity. Thank you.